Good evening, all, and welcome to the Tactical Devils. Man United, Real Sociedad, 4-1. 5-2 on aggregate. We are through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. No.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, but we won't be hearing that next season, will we?
No way. No Europa League next season. It's good to see guys tuning in already. I see Boxing Straight Talk, Yala Malamin is here. But I will give people some time just to tune in because we just go live straight on the whistle. So I hope you are okay. I see Danny B, Rootinator coming in, Johnny K, all the legends are in the house. So yes, we have a jam-packed show for you. We will try to keep it to an hour, 15 minutes, and then we have a lot to go through. So guys, stay tuned. Let's just jump directly into the fun because what happened, I will let Stu Wally talk, but let's just go to the tactical board first. As first, we have what you see here is the formations and the players. Real Sociedad lined up in a 4-1-4-1. I will almost call it a 4-5-1. We lined up in our usual 3-4-3 formation. I thought we looked well in shape today. In the beginning, the first 10 minutes, I think we looked a little bit nervous because when you heard when we played when the players before the game, we heard they sang, that "Take Me Home, Old Trafford," and
yes.
The crowd were buzzing, and you felt there was something in the air, almost like a Champions League night, one of the old ones, and I felt in the first 10 minutes, a couple of the players looked a little bit nervous. Maybe they wanted it too much. And I think we lost our shape quite easily. We gave away the ball. And we have a member for 1 month. It's J United. Big up J United.
Big up
but
Jay.
Gradually we just came into the match and everything started to click. So, Stu, how did you see the formations? And do you have any comments on what we saw?
I do. Balance. We talk about it all the time, don't we? Balance. And finally, we got some balance within the squad. I thought Young Heaven balanced us nicely on his left side. I thought De Ligt balanced us nicely in the central. And, of course, you know exactly what you get with Masraoui anyway. He gives us that cool, calm collectiveness that we need at the back.
Yes.
I think you're absolutely right. I think with the first 10 minutes, we were very, very nervous as a unit. Young Heaven, particularly nervous, but I thought he played his way into the game.
He looked a little bit shaky.
But I think
he grew into the game, and I think he finished brilliantly.
I do. I wouldn't be surprised if this team doesn't start. Maybe you may get a Garcia in for Casemiro, depending on Casemiro's legs, but on Sunday, because I do think that this was as good a balance as a unit we're going to get. What I find really, really interesting about this is if you remove, for future reference, Dallo out the side and get a Dorgu-esque right fullback or right wing back, whatever you want to see, then you're going to see a completely different Manchester United than the way we attack. I thought Dorgu finally demonstrated how a wing back is supposed to play under the Amorim system, where he wants him to be at any one time dangerous, menacing, direct, driven. Yeah. I think he was by far the most fouled footballer on the pitch tonight, Dorgu. I lost count how many times he was upended. He was instrumental in the final third. He was instrumental in the rear third. He was instrumental in the middle third. It was a very, very impressive performance from a young lad who's come from a French league into a tough league. And we know that Sociedad, are no pushover. I was a little bit worried about Zubimendi coming in tonight, but all I will say is, and I'd love to ask the devilish tacticos, did anyone see Zubimendi for 90 minutes? Because I didn't see him at all. I saw Zubimelde, but I didn't see Zubimendi. Where was he? Did he disappear? Did he disappear into Harry Potter land? I don't know. Alathabal, I thought was quiet in the first leg, equally quiet. He's been a fabulous player in the past, but I think he's lost it. But I really, really need to do this. Forget Bruno and forget Zirkzee for a minute. We'll cover that later. I want to pay special mention to our mate Højlund tonight, because that kid worked his absolute balls off for 93 minutes, 94 minutes.
He did.
I thought his vision of the run today was brilliant. He tried to get near post, he tried to get far post, he tried to get into the middle. We could have scored maybe four extra goals if we weren't looking for him all the time. But I tell you something, that kid made it. He made the runs himself. He made himself available today. That was a completely different Højlund. I've never seen that Højlund before. I saw somebody who was a little bit possessed tonight, and I was really, really impressed. I was so pleased he got the assist for Dalot, although I was amazed that Dalot actually stuck it away. So it was one of those, but it was his own making, Højlund. He kept going and going and going. Zirkzee is becoming this absolute enigma within the team, isn't he? His touches are phenomenal. They're absolutely brilliant, and he's really starting to complement the I'm going to say Bruno Casemiro dynamic at the moment, because that's what we've seen the last couple of games. He's had this free role, hasn't he, within the 8-10 kind of zonal area that we mentioned and demonstrated last time. And I just think that is adding to the escapism. And what I mean for escapism is Højlund. It takes a lot of pressure off Højlund and is allowing Højlund to kind of flourish in his own way. When you've got Dorgu rampaging down the left, you've got De Ligt, who I thought, again, manfully marshalled the back four. The back three. Where did I get back four from? The back three. Casemiro didn't stop running tonight. I thought he was decent, Casemiro. It's all in all, to a man, maybe... No, I'm not going to criticise anyone tonight. I'm just not going to do it. To a man, I think we deserve to go through. We were better than them over the two legs as it happens, and I'm absolutely delighted. And I think it's likely to be Lyon, isn't it, that we get? Is that correct?
Yes, they I think they won 6-1 on aggregate against Stoya.
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to be a difficult game for us, to be honest. I think we can beat Lyon, over two legs, but I think we can beat Lyon in Lyon, and I think we can beat Lyon at Old Trafford. So
we will come to that. We will come to the next stage. Let's get
my very final point. My very final point is, you are starting to see what Amorim wants from his wing backs. At last, it didn't happen in the first 10 minutes, and I know you're going to go through it, heaven into Dorgu deep. But after that, we moved into a gear that we didn't really come out of. So very impressed. I'm really, really chuffed. Like mega chuffed. So happy today. Jarla, I always look miserable, by the way, but I am happy, but I always look miserable.
Thank you for that recap of the game, Stu. I think you touched on a lot of points, and we will come into a lot of these points about Højlund, about Bruno, about Casemiro's game, Dorgu, Heaven, how he played, Dalot, Masraoui, even Garnacho. So it's a lot to talk about. And we can even talk a little bit about the referee. There were so many incidents that happened in this game. First of all, I just want you to do as Twalumba Piri says, like the video, people, as you join, because it's free and it helps out the channel. So everybody, if you haven't, it's time to smash the like. We have 84 people watching, 45 on YouTube. So it should be at least 40 likes here, but we are on 30. So guys,
keep them going. Get liking.
Keep them going. Let's get up to 40 likes quickly. Yes, it's been a Euro Football Leagues. It says Lyon are not good.
Oh,
An injury hit Stoya. They were lucky in the first leg, and Stoya's owner gave up in the second leg. Okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting insight. But we will come to the Lyon game, and I think we will analyze it when it's time. So I think you touched on a lot of points. I thought Heaven was a little bit shaky in the beginning. Dorgu, he looks absolutely amazing. His stamina, his engine, how he's able to run or not run, sprint up and down in the full 90 minutes. the energy on that guy is something else. And I think Zirkzee today is a fantastic link-up player. He do what Zirkzee do, drop down, turn with the ball, and he has some finesse. It's almost, as we said, Berbatov-esque, how he do things. And and I think in the beginning, this Takefusa Kubo, the Japanese guy, and I saw Subamendi was dropping into the left pocket or right pocket here, and they try to create an overload and attack our two youngsters on our left, Dorgu and Heaven. But I think they managed it well. There were some instances where they struggled a little bit, but I think they did really good. And after a while, you couldn't see Subamendi, as you said, Stu. Subamendi wasn't even on the pitch, and Kubo, you didn't see him after the first half. He was.
Did you take himself a hold, Jarvis, and just jump into it and lay down in the ground?
I feel that maybe he did, but it's down to our energy, how we work, and the tune that Amorim has gotten into this team now. The never give up attitude, fighting for every ball. And I think the only time I think I saw Real Sociedad do anything, it was around the 64th minute. I think around that time in the game, they started winning a couple of duels. It was still 2-1. But fortunately for us, we saw some Zirkzee magic and that ball through Dorgu, and they got a red card. And then it was basically game over.
I was interested in one thing in the first 10 minutes was their short game in and around Dorgu, Heaven and Zirkzee, in and around the area. Take in particular. The first couple of minutes, he did that beautiful piece of skill. I couldn't work out whether he jumped over Heaven or whether he'd megged Heaven, if you remember, right at the very beginning. It was quite an interesting piece of skill. But then that led, obviously, to the penalty. To be fair to De Ligt, and I'm not going to criticise De Ligt on it, he was caught wrong side of Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal was quite clever in his run across the pitch. But that's a teammate knowing another teammate's skill set to be able to take on Heaven, go past Heaven, and I want it near post. Once Heaven had, have you got that piece of skill, have you?
We can have a look, Stu. We can have a look.
Yeah, sorry.
So
I'd like to get your thoughts on this, on how you think he got round Heaven.
We lost the ball going forward. So you see, we sit quite deep in this situation.
Yeah.
I think it was Dorgu who lost the ball, and here is the Japanese guy on the ball. But you see the overlap comes, and you see Dorgu is out of position, so Bruno is filling in.
It's Bruno. He got around Bruno. Yeah.
But you see here anyway that Dorgu is quick on his feet and is back into the situation again. And I would say in this situation, when you see our defense, we are in balance. So maybe if Bruno was a wing back, he would probably be more aware of this number 6. But you see, he looks at the ball, and he's a little bit late for blocking the shot.
That's not the one I was thinking about.
Yeah. And then the ball goes in front of the goal, and this is when De Ligt and
that was what I was thinking about. Yeah,
De Ligt and Oyarzabal, I think it was the striker.
Oyarzabal, it was Oyarzabal.
And I didn't quite understand right away what happened in this situation. Were you confused? Did you see it as a penalty first?
I thought immediately it was a spot kick, and the reason I thought it was a spot kick because watch Oyarzabal movement. He gets completely the wrong side of De Ligt. Now, De Ligt's actually, and here's the thing about defending sometimes, De Ligt's actually in the right place. You want De Ligt in front of Oyarzabal, but he wasn't stretching, he wasn't pouring the air, you couldn't feel him. He couldn't understand where he was. So when the ball came across, Oyarzabal was quite clever, so he got in on De Ligt.
He got his foot in front of him in a way.
Yeah, and then De Ligt kind of just come in like that. It was almost a slight chop. They both went for it. I can see why the referee didn't give it at first, because there's absolutely no way he would have seen it. It happened so quick. It could have been, from the referee's point of view, could have been easily just a delicate clearance over the bar. So I thought Alathabal's movement and his position against De Ligt was what won the spot kick.
Mm-hmm. And you know, obviously the referee took a look. He went out to watch the screen, and I don't know. I couldn't quite understand why he gave the penalty in the first place. You know, and even watching it in slow motion 10 times, I couldn't figure out why it was a penalty. Because for me, it looks like De Ligt, as you say, is in front of him. He's in control of the situation, and Oyarzabal comes behind him and just puts his one leg in front of him while he clears the ball. And you know, he has no chance scoring.
He hasn't got a hope in hell scoring, and he knows that. So he's gone for the next best thing, which is an attempted pen. And you know, it was clever play from Alathabal. We won't like it as fans. I don't like it as a fan, but it was clever play by Alathabal because he made De Ligt, or it appeared De Ligt kind of swiped across his foot. You know, when De Ligt was trying to clear the ball. Yeah. So and that's how it is. So it's clever play from Alathabal.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna make sure that you guys get these pictures while I take it up and down. You know, it's not always. You see here, they both reaching for it. Both feet are reaching for it.
But he's already fouling him. He's already got De Ligt's already fouling Alathabal at that point.
I think it's very cheap. I think
it could have gone. It could have gone either way. It's you know, the rules are so finite at the moment. The camera angles are so finite. If you flip back to last night and you look at the Alvarez penalty kick, how the hell they spotted that? That, you know, I mean, I've looked at it 50 times today. I can't work it out, but apparently he did it.
I read something about the sensor in the ball. You know, that sensor
it could have been the
double kick.
Maybe that's maybe they've worked off the centre off the ball here. That De Ligt has unfortunately collided with Alathabal before he's touched the ball. I don't know. Although this probably hasn't got a centering because it's a decathlon ball, isn't it?
So Yalam Almini said, we did get a soft pen also. But to me it's not a pen. So Yalam Almini agrees. And Dan P comes in and say the Champions League ball apparently doesn't have a sensor in it.
So that doesn't have a chip either. So I don't know that. I mean, look, the problem you're going to have is this is why we love football, because it's very, very opinionated. You know, I would have been harshly treated if that had been given against me, and I would have argued the toss with it as well, like De Ligt did. But if he does, he's only got to touch Alathabal. He hasn't got to clatter him. He hasn't got to. He's only got to touch Alathabal.
It's a contact sport. He's allowed to touch
before he touches the ball, and it's a foul in the box, and it's a pen. I don't agree with it, by the way, but
no, I know. You just
trying to play devil's advocate.
I think but I understood right away when the referee went to the screen to watch it. You know already that it's going to be a pen.
It was never overturned
in this era, telling him it's a penalty. Let's do the charade and show people on the stands. That this is a penalty.
Look, I can honestly understand fans. I'll do some comments while you tip the next clip, but I can understand the fans, Jarvis, not going with it, because at first I was, Jesus, but then when I looked at it, I thought, we were never going to get it. Genghis Khan's come in. Good to see you, Genghis Khan Jr. De Ligt looking at the ball. It's just it was one of those soft pen UCL ball. Genghis Khan again. Y'all are not as soft as that one. That was just ridiculous. Jay United coming in with 35 likes.
You did Johnny K comment, that was good, and we have one question also that I starred.
Which one am I looking for, dude?
I starred both of them. So this one.
Okay, let me. Oh yeah, you have, yeah. For me, this is an example of over-refereeing the game with VAR. I don't think anyone would think that's a penalty. You may have condemned the play. Right. See, John is right there, but you've also got to take something else into consideration. And guys, I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not suggesting this is correct by any stretch of the imagination. The way that Alathabal fell, because they were going in together, the challenge, whatever the challenge was, had enough power to flip Alathabal's leg. Now, I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that's worthy of a penalty itself. I'm not. What I'm saying is it will always gather the attention of the VAR, and the VAR then looked at it, slowed it down, and the benefit of hindsight, and they've agreed, or they've decided it's a penalty kick and the referee's got to get into it. I'm not a fan of VAR, guys. I don't know whether you know this. I've spoken about it on many, many shows. I'm old school. I like old school football. I don't like VAR. I don't think you should leave it for chance. If the ref can't see it, tough. Get on with it. But that's the same for both teams. But have we also benefited from a VAR decision and penalty today? I don't know. It's one of those. So
that doesn't matter. Two wrongs doesn't make it right. It's just the way it is. But yeah. And there was one question you can address. This one I started to. It came in early, so it's from Jake Davis.
Okay, Stu, can I ask the guys who seem to have a lot more impact in Europe than just playing Premier League games? What are the adjustments and differences? You tend to find with Europe, it's not a particularly slower game, but they will actually give you more time on the ball, even in certain areas in the final third. Whereas in a Premier League game, it's a little bit faster. The ball should be zipped into you a lot faster, and you should get little time on the ball, i.e. defenders should be on your back at any given time. Where you'll find with certainly Spanish teams, they allow attackers to drop off them 3 or 4, maybe 5 yards, collect the ball, and then either spinning behind after you've laid off a 2, 3, 4 yard pass, or a turn and run at them. They're very, very subtle differences, Jake, but that tends to what happens. That's why Højlund himself, though, tonight in particular, was a different type of player anyway. If you looked at his mannerisms to the way that he's been over the last 6 weeks, to the way that he was tonight, he had the bit between his teeth. He had an anger in his eyes and aggression in his face. And he's done something tonight that he never normally does, and that is occupied the two centre halves. He's gone in at them. He's brushed them aside. He's had a pop at the right fullback. He's had a pop at the left fullback. He's blooded the lip of the right fullback, and the right fullback's gone down crying. That's what you want to see. So he's had that aggression. There's something's clicked with him, or a bit of a switch flipped in his mental state tonight, because he demonstrated the attributes of a really old-fashioned centre forward, number 9, a barreling centre forward, a barging Joe Jordan-esque, Alan Shearer-esque centre forward, aggression, power, trying to win tackles, trying to win headers, trying to get across the front post, trying to do something at the rear post and in the middle. So tonight maybe just isn't about the two different leagues, Jake. It's about a different, more defined character in Højlund as well.
Yeah. I want to say hi to S. O'Neill Driscoll tuning in, and a lot of people are here. So big up everybody. Smash the like when you arrive. Yeah. And while we're at it, please, can you just do me a favor and jump into Twitter and give us a retweet?
Yes, please.
So I'll put the link in the chat and just retweet it, and we will have another 100 viewers in no time. So that's just what I would like. So here you see the tactical devils link is there. Push it. You go to Twitter, retweet, come back. It's quite easy.
Boxing Straight Talk said, yeah, he's far in his belly tonight. He did, but Trev makes a point, and it's a good point. But he was still not good in front of goal. That's where he'll be judged. Absolutely, I totally agree. Goals are what forwards are judged from. But you would agree, though, Trev, for the past 6 weeks to tonight, it was chalk and cheese. It was night and day in terms of his playing ability, and that's how you start to play yourself back into form. So fingers crossed, Trev, we get the goals you need.
Fingers crossed. Hey, Stu, We have a
Yeah,
lot
sorry,
of
let's just
we have
get
a
these
lot
in.
of
Yeah,
clips to go
sorry.
through. So sorry, France. But
No,
yeah,
let's
he
go.
felt like he was playing for his future. I think you're right. Let's just go into the penalty situation. Oyarzabal scores this. Yeah, is there anything to analyze when it comes to Onana? Chooses the wrong corner, and
You know why, don't you? Didn't Oyarzabal put it to his right last kick?
So we just chanced.
Yeah, he chanced his arm.
Yeah.
Chances are this is penalties are playing cards. Oyarzabal might have used the right side of the goal as we look at it, his left side for his last 6 pens. And I didn't realise that last time, went to his left, and Oyarzabal just taking his chance. Good penalty.
Yeah. It was a good penalty. It was. So we have DD Superfly guy coming in and say yes, Jarvis and Stu, big up. And we have a new name I haven't seen before. Rossi coming in. Congratulations, Man United. Big up.
Italian, maybe.
Italiano.
Oh, go on, give him your best. Give him your best.
Gelato.
Gelato. Crikey, Jarvis. That's obvious.
That's what I order when I'm in Italy. I order gelato.
Ciao. I always say ciao. When I'm ever in Italy working, I always say ciao.
Buongiorno.
Yeah. It's embarrassing, isn't
it? Sorry to all you Italians guys.
Yes.
I'm not making a mockery of your language. It's a beautiful language. That's why I'm trying to.
Beautiful country as well.
Yes. Next clip. This is what happened before the penalty situation with Højlund. You see here, I think it's Masraoui on the ball, and he gives the ball into Casemiro here, who hoofs it over to Bruno, who lays it off to Højlund. So here you see, and I think it's a brilliant ball from Casemiro. He was really good today. Bruno comes on a deep run here. Højlund is where he should be. And he gets fouled. It's not the biggest touch, but I think it's enough to put him out of balance. And then for me, then it's a penalty. What's your take on this one, Stu?
Højlund scores, no pen. He gives a goal. That's it, plain and simple. Højlund doesn't score, it's a penalty. I'm with you. I think it's quite soft, but Højlund's got to score. Now, people will say he snatched at it. I think he has. He hasn't had a lot of time to do it, but what he should have done is lift it to the right side of the post, as me and you were looking at it, Jarvis. As the ball came in, curled it into the right side of the post, he's looking at it instead of going across the ball. What he's done is he's gone across it to try and stick it into the left-hand post. But the goalkeeper's momentum, look at his momentum, already carrying him that way. So he's always going to save it anyway. So I'm glad it was a penalty, because it's a bad miss. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's a bad miss.
Yeah, I agree.
That's your point. It's a bad miss, mate, and I get that. I really do.
But let's take it back a little bit.
Let me talk about
Bruno, because Bruno comes here with the deep run. He goes a little bit back and take it a U shape and run in behind. And I think he understands that. I don't know if this is the left back. He's not paying attention. He goes on the blind side. So it's a brilliant run from Bruno.
Bruno gave himself a couple of yards. But let me tell you about that pass. The backspin on that pass on Casemiro for it to drop. You know where it dropped? In front of Bruno. It didn't bounce away. It didn't bounce forward away like it would normally do.
You see stops.
Yeah, it's the amount of backspin on it that held it up. And the other thing about Højlund, let's be clear about this. He held his run brilliantly to stay.
But he's in the right place. We gotta give him credit. I just want to say how Bruno is doing. Bruno played a fantastic game today. I've been a little bit harsh on Bruno, so
I was terrific today.
For everybody who thinks I'm hating Bruno, no, I'm not. But I think he had a brilliant game today. But he like jogs up here and drags the defender with him and just turn his run. So it's beautiful. That's a beautiful run, and how he did it.
Yeah, perfect run.
It's very smart movement. And you are right. How the ball stops, and Højlund is in the right position.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, people were saying actually, why didn't Bruno go for goal? When you actually look at how quick the two Sociedad defenders got back into place, by the time the ball had dropped and Bruno got to within the vicinity of control, there's no way he'd have been able to take a strike. So it was wonderful play all around.
I thought I had the Bruno penalty, but it doesn't matter. We saw the penalty, and I think this is a situation where you talked about when Højlund got boxed in the head. You remember when the goalkeeper came out?
Yes.
I think we played well, and again, I think our wing backs really worked, keeping the width in the game. And let me just bring it up. Maybe we can do a couple of comments before we play this clip. Interact.
Yeah, let's see what we've got. Let me go back to where we were because Neil coming, Nielsen, his mum and his nan was Italian. Oh, superb, absolutely superb.
Big up, Neil.
Rangers and Fenerbahce games.
I just want to ask Neil, do you speak a little bit Italian then?
Yeah, put some in the chat if you can. Bologna is a great city. I'll be there in May, gents. I'll be going to Bologna. Got to do some work out there, but I will be there. Rangers and Fenerbahce going to penalties.
All right.
Yolam Amin. Bruno also waiting until the very last moment to pass the ball, which is correct. Yeah, if he'd had passed sooner, it would have been offside. Exactly right. Cast ball to Bruno was also very nice. It was absolutely tremendous. Trev's come in. Jarvis harsh on Bruno. Never.
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 Bruno, never. Didn't happen.
Scott Jr. Bruno was wild, but he just do. Bruno's good, but he does some wild things. Ben's in. Big up Jarvis and Stu. Let's got Jarvis to 1,000k subs.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Season. Ben, I was Dorgu man on the match for sure. The way Dorgu was free.
I will put up a poll and on the man of the match so you guys can decide. You know, it's
TV. Jarvis, the way Dorgu was freed up was the same way Maz was freed up to run the flank versus Arsenal. Imagine if Ahmed and Dorgu played Jarvis in my days. I think when Ahmed comes in, he won't play him as a right wing back. He'll play him further up. But at this point in time, Ahmed's not getting back into this team anyway. So.
Stu, can I just bulge in? I need nominees for the man of the match so we can put out a poll.
Nominees for the man of the match would be Dorgu, Bruno, Zirkzee. I'm torn between. You can choose. I'm torn between Casemiro and Højlund.
No, I'm not choosing. Give it to the
guys. Let's know the four that you would like. I'm just torn between. Casemiro and Højlund. Zirkzee definitely for me. There's a choice for Casemiro. Go Casemiro.
Okay. So you want but what about let's see who else. Dalot had a decent game. Casemiro was good. Bruno was good. Garnacho, Zirkzee, even Højlund. Now, Zirkzee and Casemiro.
So, yeah, I went with Dorgu, Fernandes, Zirkzee, Casemiro. Which is pretty much what Trevor's gone with.
Okay. Let's listen to Trev. Get your votes in. Okay, let's go to the next clip. Remove this and play. Dorgu plays it back to Bruno, and I think Bruno, today he was brilliant. Holds his ball, feints a shot, plays 1-2 with Dalot, chips it in, and Højlund is in the right place, and the goalkeeper comes out, and then
you've got to get clattered. That's what you're there for. You're there to get clattered. He took a lot in the first half, in particular. He was on the deck a few times, wasn't he, Rasmus? And
but it's brilliant from Bruno today. He was
lovely from Bruno. It was a nice little chip, lovely left foot curl on that. Again, Højlund in the right place. You're going to get that's what happens. Don't close your eyes. Keep your eye on the ball. See what happens.
But he is in the right place.
Oh, he's in the right place, 100%. Just keep your eyes open there. Don't hunch your shoulders. A lot of forwards, when a goalkeeper's coming towards them, they hunch the shoulders, and they hunch your shoulders, so you're kind of stiffening your body in many ways. But you've got to keep yourself loose. I'm not going to eat his lunch over that.
From another angle. You see the clattering better.
His hands up. He's in between three.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's hunched his shoulders a little bit. Do you see his head go down slightly? It's all right, though. I mean, I get that.
It's not penalty. As a goalkeeper, you're allowed to do that.
No chance. No chance in a million years. If you get a penalty for that, the game's gone. The game's gone. I mean, he kept his eye on the ball, but he hunched his shoulders a little bit. So when you put your neck in like that, you're trying to. But anyway, fair play to him.
Yeah. Next clip is this one, the guy when the right back started bleeding from his lips.
Yes.
Go here. No, yeah, it is this. So Zirkzee is on the ball. No. It's this one.
No, it's a different clip. Big chance. This is, yeah. Just Dallo at the back.
Højlund,
yeah. Is it the one right at the post? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it lucky though?
But again, Zirkzee.
His feet was beautiful, wasn't it? Beautiful.
He's dancing with the ball.
Mm.
Again, Højlund, if he had a decent striker, I'm not going to slate Højlund because he had a brilliant game today. No. But if he had, let's say, if he had the sharp striker, he would have scored at least 3 goals today with these chances.
Yeah. Zirkzee would have rebutted that, the rainbow flick, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Quick feet. But
he's got brilliant feet.
He's in balance all the time. Let's just go to the next one right away. Oops. I don't want to do that one. That's too close. And the transition and Dorgu, Dorgu just runs on.
Amazing. It was absolutely superb tonight, Jarvis.
Yeah. But Bruno again gives the pass. But here you see Højlund actually makes a run. What do you think of Højlund's run here? He wants to...
Yeah, there's a couple of things, right? Yeah, there's a couple of things for me on this one. First and foremost, I'm not really sure Dorgu was at full pelt at that time. He wasn't at full chat. But I quite like Højlund's run. There's no point Højlund putting himself in between the 2 defenders or behind the 2 defenders. You got to get across them, and he's done that.
But shouldn't it gone something like this instead of Dorgu taking the shot?
No, on that occasion, I could see why Dorgu would have taken the shot. He just ran out of steam. What Højlund's trying to do there is actually create the space. But if you actually notice, nobody followed Højlund. They didn't. Normally, 1 or 2 defenders would follow him. I think actually, if you actually play it back, I think Dorgu wasn't at full pelt. Right. If you watch the run at the very beginning, when he receives the ball, if you can play that full speed, he's not at full tilt there. If he was at full tilt, it would have been a lot quicker into the box. Højlund wouldn't have caught him up, so he wouldn't have been able to go around him. But, when you look at it, actually Dorgu, you see those 4 players, they boxed him in. Now, he could have flicked Højlund in at that point, and Højlund was clear through on goal. Look at the box. It's quite an interesting way of defending. But he'd already decided to strike then. But he could have played Højlund in, and Højlund could have had a first-time strike. Might not. But we do have,
or he just could have crossed to Garnacho.
But while we're doing that, Rushmano, the legend, has come in with with 5 tactical devil memberships. Oh, it's getting worse. It's getting worse, Jahar.
It's getting better.
Way, that was better. Rushmano, you absolute legend. Let me see if I can find the recipients.
Yeah, I have them here. We have
Have you
Abs
got the
Abs
recipients?
Nasser. First one out. We have JW coming in. Got a membership from Roshmano. We have Luan France from Canada coming in, not France. Pearl, not Pearl Jam, but Pearl. And Soccer Junkie. That's a new name I haven't seen before. Big up Soccer Junkie.
I've not seen. No, I haven't seen Soccer Junkie. Superb. Roshmano, you absolute legend. Thank you. Thank you,
Roshmano. You are
quick one on the poll. I think Bruno's winning by miles, isn't it?
Let's have a check.
Yeah, he's winning by miles.
Bruno's still on 50%. Only 19 votes so far. So, guys, girls, get your vote in. Who was your man of the match? Bruno is now officially on 46%. So, there's another one.
Roshmano's in again. We're gonna have to have a jingle for Roshmano.
Yes.
Oh, dear me, that was even worse. Roshmano, again, I apologise. Let's see who we've got. We have Volps is in. Fidget. Are we going to go with FH DIDIT? Fidget, maybe.
FH did it.
FH did it. Fidget. FH did it.
FH did it.
Ali, Eagle-Eyed Football, and Raven Strip. Roshmano. Welcome to all the members that we've had, and massive thank you to Roshmano for
massive thank you. And guys, girls, if you didn't receive a membership from the legend Roshmano, you are allowed to become a member yourself. It's only £1.99. £1.99. That was
£1.99. God, £1.99. That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
£1.99 a month. And you get the beautiful member badge, the little red devil in front of your name. And if you are into the next month, like, for example, Jay, he has a white little red devil. So it changes each month. That's tells you how long you've been a member. And you are allowed to use the member emojis, like beautiful
Jarvis
face of this guy. And
you've been outed, pal. Oh, dear. Roshmano, piss poor, that. Sorry, Roshmano. I'll get it. I'll buy him a new one. I'll ship it out to him. They clearly can't do them that good in Norway.
So if you see here, you see J United.
Sorry. Yes.
Putting out all the special emojis.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's just go back to the game again.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for the gifts and everything. Roshmano is laughing.
Yes.
So let's see the next clip. The next clip. This is all the clips I have. So I take notes during the game, and in halftime I go back, take all the clips from first half, and second half I just has to stop and go back and do it again. So yeah, that's why I'm always running late, because I have a lot of editing.
You do.
But I try my best, and I want to go quick so you guys have something to enjoy. Now we are going to let's just watch it. I'm not quite sure what this is. It's Masraoui on the ball, gives it to Casemiro.
Yeah, first time ball in. He couldn't take it, could he? The commentator, right? The commentator said, Bruno, he was looking at Højlund. Why weren't you there, Højlund? I tell you why Højlund wasn't there, because Bruno was shaping to take it, what's his name, Paul Merson's lad, flick it over his head and pop a volley in the back of the net. It was a wonderful ball by Casemiro. Bruno just mistimed it. If you watch, he just slightly takes his eye off the ball, and that's the reason why he couldn't turn it. There's no way ever that is a pass into Højlund. I'm not having it.
No. But
would you?
Yeah, that's why I wanted. I was kind of curious about this situation. Did Højlund do anything wrong here, or was it just one of those? So if you watch it here, the ball comes over the top again.
No, Højlund,
and you have seen this position before. Bruno runs in behind.
Yeah,
again.
Højlund did nothing wrong. What I couldn't work out was Was the ball short from Casemiro, or did Bruno turn onto the ball to face the ball from Casemiro? And if so, why didn't he let it drop over his head like he did originally for the penalty? So I think the ball's slightly short from Casemiro this time. I'd love to know what you think in the
Stu, if I'm going to nitpick on anything, it maybe should be that Højlund should just trust that the ball is coming in this area and be prepared and just make his run anyway. But he spends his time from the ball goes over here. He spends his time just watching, and then he understands, because he comes in a little bit late because he's watching the ball. He's not trusting Bruno to do his thing. So maybe but that's just nitpicking,
But if you look at the very beginning, look at the pass trajectory, not that part there. Look at the very beginning of the pass trajectory. Look where Højlund is, exactly where we want him. Look at the run from Bruno. Bruno's taken and Højlund's occupied the centre half. He's pulled the centre half out with him. Bruno just hasn't controlled the football. So I don't think Højlund's. I think he's okay in this. But my question was, I want you to have a look at it. Do you think the pass from Casemiro is short? Because I do.
Yeah, I don't think Bruno expected the pass to be that short. I think he was expecting the ball to go through the byline.
Yes. So I think the ball was short from Casemiro, and I think that's why that all unfolded the way that it did.
Yeah. Let's see what's next.
Genghis Khan says Bruno miscontrolled the ball. There's that as well. I thought it was a little bit short. That's why he turned to face it, to back into it rather than take it over. That's my only thought on that one, Genghis. But you're right, Bruno miscontrolled the ball anyway. So
now I lost everything because when I upload the videos, it's not coming in the right order.
Straight Tour says if he doesn't get the ball, he's pulling the centre back with him. Absolutely. Let's have a look. They're on different wavelengths. I'll agree with that as well. Yalamamina, did you guys notice Maz bumping the ball to Cass, who repeats the same? Yeah, absolutely. It was a lovely. Again, if it had been right and he got the backspin on it, Jarvis, it would have been absolutely superb. Eduardo, I'm not sure about Dorgu, to be honest. Excellent comments, but I'd love you to elaborate on that, buddy. Please, if you don't mind, if you get a chance and you want to elaborate on that part, that would be superb. Rush Monica is his best game. Sorry. I'm getting in trouble.
Best game so far. Best game so far. Yeah, I know what clip this is. This is the foreplay. Can you say that before the situation?
Not really, but okay. I know what you mean.
What's the lingo? What do you say there?
Is this before the Højlund incident?
It's before the penalty.
Before the penalty,
in beginning of second half.
Oh, beginning of the second half. I just go in play.
Yeah, the in play. Yeah, okay. So, but this is a long clip because it was so beautiful. There's so many things happening here. We won the ball back. We are pressing high. Masraoui. And again, Zirkzee is just linking it up, playing it easy when he can, and making things happen. You see here, Dalot keeping the width, holding up the space here because the fullback needs to be in this place, not tucking in and making it tight. Garnacho is taking on his man. Okay.
Yep.
And the maestro himself, Bruno today, and Casemiro. So you see all these movements. You see Bruno moves, Casemiro moves, Garnacho moves, Masraoui comes the opposite way. Being a defender against something like this is not easy.
It's difficult because you've got to kind of hold your nerve in your zone at the same time. So you've got to, what I mean by that is you've got to prevent yourself from getting too excitable and running after the football. Yeah. So you've got to hold your line and hold your zone. If you hold your line and hold your zone, what happens is players enter your zone, and then you can decide how you want to defend, whether you want to attack it straight on, head on, show him down the line, stop across or whatever. But we were patient.
Patient.
Yeah.
Bruno again. But this is where Bruno comes good. Plays 1-2 with Zirkzee.
It's the first time ball, isn't it? Højlund was brilliant there as well. Højlund's little touch there. Don't forget, Bruno fired that in, Jarvis.
Mm-hmm.
A lovely little cushion shot. It was a good save, actually, from the keeper, because I think Zirkzee struck it well.
It's so easy when we play like this. It looks
it's
easy.
Lovely to play.
We make the simple things.
Yeah.
We make the simple things look easy. 1-2. Bruno fired into Højlund.
Look at that pass from Højlund.
But do you think he makes it on purpose, or is it just like a heavy touch?
No, he's cushioned that. Watch him. I know it's a good spot by you, but watch him.
Yeah.
He's 100%. He's opened his body up, hasn't he, and cushioned it down. It's a wonderful touch. But what I like about what he's done there as well, he's occupying the defender. So he's not allowing the defender to come and close Zirkzee. He's stopping him, holding him. Zirkzee then gets a strike. Brilliant hold-up play. It is, it's great. It's a great bit of play, that.
Mm-hmm. And Zirkzee fires it away. But it's not over yet. Dorgu comes. Boom. Penalty.
That's always a difficult one to... And I tell you why that's a difficult one, because the defender and the attacker are both going for the football in the same space. Can you see? It's almost like just to come together. But ultimately, if Dorgu gets there before, it's a penalty. And if the defender gets there before Dorgu, it's a free kick. So it was always going to be one or the other. But if you watch them too...
The defender just stands his ground. It's not
they go
even
together
reaching.
like that. Yeah, they go together like that.
Yeah.
Watch again. So, but what he did was he kind of puts his hand behind it. I don't know why. Why did he put his hand behind his back? Do you think Dorgu was going to try and leather it across or something?
Yeah.
By putting his hand behind his back, do you know what it does, Jarvis? Stops your stopping power.
Yeah.
It ceases you to stop because you're not using your arms. So it's very strange. So it really, it's a soft penalty, but equally a correct one.
It's almost like Dorgu's just running into him.
They both know what they're doing. And
it's a little bit... Yeah,
and he's gone up like that straight away. It is very... He's gone up like that straight away. But the problem is, he'd been better off the defender not actually going to make the tackle, but just press do the press on it rather than actually go make the tackle. But he's tried to do it, and he's come off. He's come off worse. 50 likes. Thank you very much, guys. If we could,
we have celebrity in the house. Big up, big up. This one, Flying Pig United comes in and says, "Let's go! Come on, United! But a game, Bruno, Zirkzee, unreal." Yes, I agree. I wonder. Joe or Pig, who do you think was the man of the match? I see the guys in the poll says it's 30 votes for Bruno. Bruno is leading, but 50 people watching, so we need more votes. Get your vote then. Who was
definitely more votes.
And Neil Driscoll comes in and say ciao. Ciao. Are you leaving, Neil? Nah.
Wow, it's between Bruno and Zirkzee.
Yeah.
Surprised him.
I don't know, guys. You saw that, and the penalty from Bruno. I don't think we have time to look at that.
Don't need to see that, right, pen.
Nah, we don't. Yeah, penalties is penalties. Dorgu again. I think he was lively today. One of our best players. Now he comes down his left wing, taking on his man, and he's strong and he's really quick, and he has some way of coming around. Look at this. Not making a free kick. It's just imbalance.
And therein lies the problem, Jarvis, because it is actually a free kick.
Do you
It's
think
actually
it's
a free kick. Yeah, watch what he does with his arm. Just watch this phase of play here.
okay?
Run it there. He's leading the team. Yeah,
He
there's your
grabs
free
his
kick.
arm
Yeah, it's your free kick.
in the
But
direction he's running, so he obviously loses his balance.
yeah, 100% free kick. It doesn't matter that we didn't get it, but I quite like the defender. If you watch it, if you take it all the way back to the start, watch the defender was absolutely knackered. Realise what was happening. Watch him duck. Watch him duck now. There you go. He's trying to use everything to get Dorgu. The Dorgu's too strong. He's just too strong for him. But it's definitely a free kick. But it doesn't matter anyway.
But in this situation here, Dorgu should get his head up.
Yes, he should. He should,
guys in front of him.
Bruno,
and he tries the most difficult pass, and that's Højlund behind.
He tried to get Højlund, didn't he? Yeah, I would have gone Bruno there.
But here is the perfect spot. Bruno,
that's what I would have gone.
back. Yeah.
It was. I'll tell you again. Though, look where Højlund is. We haven't seen him in that place all season. And if it had gone through his legs, he gets his goal.
Yes.
You know, it's one of those, isn't it? So, but I would have given it to Bruno at that particular phase of play.
Yeah. And I agree with Piggy. Say having an actually wing back is in Dorgu is nice. Yes,
really. It's amazing. It's amazing. Sorry about the free kick, Jarvis, but I thought I'd better point it out.
Yeah. But you're right. But I think he comes in, he's in balance, and the way he
I like the fact
times his run, it's not a sprint, it's a controlled sprint in a way, but he has his pace.
I like the fact that he keeps going, and he kept going, played the whistle. You carry on, you play the whistle. The defender was quite weak, but that doesn't really matter. You make your own looking football, Jarvis, and he made his look.
You do. I think this is quite a good point from Trevor, who comes in and say players looking for Højlund too much.
They were, and they were 100%, Trev, 100% right, mate. They were
enforcing it. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
it's a good spot from Trevor.
Yeah, I like the fact that they were looking for him, though. I like that part about it. I like the fact they were looking for him, but Trev's also right. Sometimes you got to forget that he hasn't scored. Keep getting in the positions, you'll score. Run the ball out to Bruno there, and I think it's a top corner effort, Jarvis. I think we score there because where the keeper was, he was always going to be front post.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to be centre goal. He wasn't going to be back post. He was always going to be front post, which is where, when you see where that final clip, that's where he was, wasn't he? Keeper was. So I think we would have probably scored there.
Something is wrong here. Yeah,
something was wrong there because I saw white box.
Now I think we are good. We're good.
Yeah,
something wrong with the technique. You see here Højlund on the ball, and it's Zirkzee on the ball, and he lays it off to gives it to Højlund. But we haven't seen this from Højlund so far. He's actually taking on this man and trying to do it himself. Being a little bit greedy.
Yeah, defender was in a good position there, by the way.
Yeah,
he was 2 yards there, but look at the strength and the power. Look at the power, the strength.
But this is something new. We haven't seen this from Højlund this season.
No, look at the defender there, by the way. He was in a great position. He was 2 yards ahead of him. He was in a brilliant position, but you just couldn't stop him tonight. The power. Zirkzee gave up there. Zirkzee stopped the run because he thought, I'm going to let Højlund run. If Zirkzee carried his run, he might have got in front and we might have had a tap in. Garnacho, a bit too slow for me, but I'm not going to eat Garnacho's lunch for that either. But if he'd really kicked on, it was a wonderful ball, actually. I know it was a strut. It was a shot. Okay, let's be honest. That was a definite shot.
To be honest, it was a shot.
We know that. But if Garnacho had been a bit quicker, it was a shot turn cross, wasn't it? But again, look, I'm not going to eat anybody's lunch over it. The point you're making is the determination of Højlund, his strength, his power, and I agree with you on that one.
But it was a weak shot.
That was a terrible shot. It was an abysmal shot. It was abysmal.
So now we come to the segment of Zirkzee and some Zirkzee magic.
Yes,
Zirkzee. It's actually we are under pressure from Real Sociedad, and then we break play, and Højlund receives the ball. He drops down.
No,
ball.
Just there, just 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm expecting you to jump all over this.
Okay.
Start the play again and watch him. I'm expecting you to jump all over him.
Who? Højlund?
Yeah, start the video again. Watch. Just watch him. What's he doing there? I mean, I get it, but he's turned himself in a circle. You'd have been all over him like a rash on normal occasions. He's taken the ball really, really well. And he could have driven. What I'm saying is he's driving into traffic rather than between traffic. Can you see what I mean? He's driving into 3 players rather than in between 2. And then he could have got Dorgu off on the left. But anyway, but it's his little jump. You talk about his little jump and his little turn into traffic. I was really quite surprised.
Yeah.
He didn't lose it, but
But I think at this point, it was late in the game. I think we are talking about the 65th minute. I think the centre backs and the players started to have some respect for Højlund, and they gave him a little bit of space.
A lot of respect, yeah.
Yeah, because they felt that he was strong today. But now we're going to talk about Zirkzee.
Yeah. Madhouse coming with a bit harsh. I know. It was. I know. But, it was harsh. I'm not going to argue with that. Sorry about that.
But I just want you to notice one thing in all of this. When everything of this happens, there's one guy here keeps his run. And he never stops. He doesn't look at the ball and thinks, what's Højlund doing? Is the ball coming or not? He's not waiting. He's just reacting right away.
But you look at his position now. Yeah, you look at his position now. Instead of driving out and back and across, he could have driven in is what I was kind of getting at. It was a bit harsh, I know, but that was about the 90th foul, wasn't it, on Dorgu, that? It must have been.
I mean, Zirkzee was superb, great skill in tight spaces, and the pass now. But I would just say the run from
Dorgu,
yeah, beautiful,
yeah, absolutely
beautiful. So so was it a red card?
Yeah, letter of the law, yeah,
100%.
Yeah. He's ahead of the
arms a little bit. They are there is contact, but there's no foul, sort of. But
it's more. It's kind of you can't really see from here, but I think it was a slight tangle of legs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But he was the last man, effectively. At that time, he was the last man. So yeah, it was a red. Yeah,
it was a red.
Yeah. Actually, I'll be bold. I don't think it mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. We would have gone on and won the game probably 4-1 anyway. Yeah. I don't think that loss of player mattered.
I think we were going to win the game anyway, yes.
If they were so pedantic, Jarvis, with the letter of the law on the 2 pens, you've got to be as pedantic with that. And that is just a pure letter of the law, last man sending off.
If it was Dallow who played left wing back in this instance, what do you think would have happened?
He wouldn't have got there for a start. There would have been no brilliant pass.
He would be standing around here scratching his balls.
Madhouse is an interesting one. The second defender would have cut across and could have got him, yeah. But at the time of the foul, as per the letter of the law, it was a red. But I'm with you, Madhouse. I think he would have got across. Actually, I do. Because, irrespective, if the guy, it's also, by the way, a criminal defending. Can I just point that out? Because he didn't know what was happening to his right. So he didn't know how close his colleague was. So he didn't have to make the tackle. But anyway, I don't care. Get off. Red.
Yeah. Next little snippet. Bruno jumping over the ball. I think Bruno, he was instrumental today. Bruno was everything. He creates so much, today. I think it was maybe the best performance I've seen from him ever.
I thought he was
in a United shirt.
We're not talking about Garnacho much tonight.
No. but he gives the ball.
Again, it was shocking defending.
But it's not. It's shocking defending, but it's not over. Again, Højlund.
No. Yeah, it was a terrible shot. All right, it was a terrible shot, this one. But I don't care, as Chapman Day said. But who's the quickest to react?
Yeah.
That's what you've got to take out from this particular phase of play. Who was the quickest to react?
Because Højlund actually comes from a full sprint.
Yeah, from the defensive area, who's the quickest player to react? Here we go. Bang. I'm quicker than anybody else. Then I'm going to fluff my lines. But he still got there. Of course, the strike was terrible. And I would have claimed in the dressing room, well, they saved it. It was a defensive clearance. That's what I would have said. Go on.
You want me to show his finish?
Yes, go on. Show his finish. Cleared off the line. Off the line, he cleared it. Brilliant. It wasn't the best finish.
Without his technique, he doesn't have a clean hit.
He snatched at it, Jarvis. He didn't hit that cleanly at all.
No.
I will say one thing though. He tried to hit it in the only place he could, but he got it wrong. So, as Trev says,
I feel a little bit for Højlund. I feel for him. He should have scored. Today.
Yes.
At least he should have got one goal.
I agree. Trev's in. I think since we've hashtagged Dallo as Dalloness, that's the reason he scored today. I agree. He's been watching our channel. And he thought, Jesus, I'm gonna have to put one in the back of the net, otherwise.
For new viewers, maybe you can explain
the lads will be at me otherwise.
Yeah. So what's the tactical? What the devilish tacticals say?
There's a lot of some great chat tonight. Actually, it's been quite fun. There is a question which I'll give to you, Jarvis, from Brockton Straight Talk. He said, "Panel, do you think Amorim will want to keep Zirkzee with his limited ball carrying ability?" Really good question. That.
Oh, that's a good question.
It's a really
when
good
you question like that, I would say no. Actually, I would say no, but he brings something else. And if I was the manager, I would probably keep Zirkzee, but I don't know what Amorim will, if it's that ruthless.
I think he stays.
Yeah, he stays because we are out of money. We can't. Well, if the right offer comes in, don't you think?
I think he'll stay. I think he offers us something that nobody else offers us in the team. I think it's a brilliant question, Boxing, but I think he stays. He has got limited ball carrying, but his ability to cut the passes in between the two centre halves or centre half and the defender, to bring the ball down at the sky like nobody else, but to glide past a player. I think for those attributes, he stays. But I think it's a brilliant question. It's a tough one to answer.
It is.
I'd like a bit more speed out of him. I'd like him to be able to get across the pitch more than 10 yards with the ball. I agree. But I do think he's got attributes that nobody else has got in our first 11.
But when the game gets quicker against better opposition, do you think you can see the same? Because
I think the lad is building himself up very, very slowly, methodically, to be able to cope with his new environment. And I think we've probably got a nice little player on our hands there if we use him right.
Mm-hmm. Trevor said keep Zirkzee, get rid of Højlund, is useless. Okay. Roshmano comes in and said Zirkzee is a good presser and holds the ball well. Yes, you are onto something. Yeah,
it's a good debate. It's a good debate.
Yeah.
It's a good debate. I like the debate. Yeah, good debate.
Madhouse Zirkzee is staying for me. If only for the next season. Yeah. I would like to see more. And he needs more time, he's just starting to settle now. Now he's starting to see the real.
He is,
He was the young player of the season in Serie A last season. So yeah,
he was.
Definitely has something in him. So yeah,
14 goals as well.
Yalman means that Zirkzee is getting better and better every game.
I agree.
His trajectory like upwards.
Yeah.
A
lot of love for Zirkzee in the chat. A lot of love.
And this is a good point when it comes to Zirkzee. Beggars can't be choosers.
We do, Madass. We mentioned we were asked about the goalkeeper 2 shows ago, and we both said I think we've got bigger priorities as well. We wouldn't be looking to.
But this one, I said I'm starting to rate Zirkzee, but it's just tactically. I'm not sure if Amorim would want him.
No, your point's well founded. Boxing straight up, well founded.
Yeah. So now it's time for some Masraoui show.
Masraoui.
I think he nutmegged it. Yeah. Masraoui. I think he nutmegged this guy. Just gonna check my phone to.
It's just the Meg, wasn't it? It's just the Megs.
Here we go. We are ready. It wasn't the nutmeg. Let's see.
Is this the Megs? Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Can I just point out? The spot kick on. That was the the original spot kick on Dorgu. Yeah, what's the difference between the defending this time as opposed to defending against Dorgu? What's the difference? Masraoui pushes it through his legs. The ball goes quite a distance. Defender comes rifling in, stops himself. That's what you do. That's why you don't give away a penalty. He carries on going in. Penalty to us again all day long. It's a good header, that. He was definitely going for goal, by the way.
Yeah, it was a good header.
Yeah.
And it was a good cross from Masraoui on that one also.
Yeah, and can I point out one extra thing as well?
Please.
Watch our man Højlund. The only one that moved. The 2 defenders, central defenders, were static. Watch the ball as Zirkzee heads the ball. 2 defenders are static. Who's in? No, he's again. Credit to the kid. He's tried.
I want to watch that again. Look at Højlund. How he reacts.
He's watching. There he goes. He was a little bit late on his reaction, but I'm not going to get him. I'm not going to eat his lunch for that. The 2 centre halves were like, whatever. He got his goal, couldn't he?
So we are into Zirkzee's show now. He had the brilliant assist or the pass on the red card, and he had this header.
Yes.
I don't have a clip of the one when I think it was Heaven who gave him a high ball over the top, and he just took it down so elegantly.
Oh, we took it down in one touch, yeah.
But I don't have that one, but I have another one. This is a Zirkzee shot. So let's have a look. Collier was on the pitch now, and Garnacho, I think he tries to cut back. So far, so good. Højlund is in position as he should be.
Yeah.
You see Masraoui is in the area 14, so we are in control here. Bruno is just waiting for the ball to create.
He is.
And Bruno, how he disguises his pass. He makes a shot, he feints a shot, and disguises the pass brilliantly into Zirkzee. Oh, that was actually a good save.
I fear I need to be critical here, Jarvis, and I don't want to.
Please do be critical.
I wouldn't have controlled it. I would have let it run past my body and then swept shot it. Or sweep shoot it. Right there. Oof. As the ball's coming past his right peg, don't control it. First time shot. I think he might score. Sweep shoot. It's like a sweep across the ball.
I love when
that is harsh, by the way. Tactical
take the shot. I love the strikers who take the shot quick. I don't know if you saw the Real Madrid Atletico Madrid game or the PSG game. The strikers how they do it.
Yeah, they move it quickly.
1, 2, boom.
Yeah,
it's not like 1, 2, 3, boom. It's like
you see, his position was wonderful. His body shape was to the side, so as the ball comes across, help it on. Because to be honest, Jarvis, all the power that you're going to get is in the pace of the ball from Bruno. If you sweep it first time, I think you've got a better chance of scoring. However, it was lovely taken. He killed it dead, moved it 2 yards, bang. It was a good save. So, I'm going to get probably castigated for being critical there, too harsh. Have a look again, see what you think. I know we've got other clips, and I know we've got. I know we've got to see other clips.
I can go back. Yeah, we can go back.
But
you want to see it again?
Yeah, I see if you think there's scope to just sweep the shot rather than control it, because his position he takes up is brilliant. He stands still. Yeah. Look, I think he scores. It's a lovely ball. Just sweep across your leg, push your leg across it. I mean, it was a wonderful bit of skill. Took it well. Used the defender disguise. So maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on that, Jarvis.
You? Nah, never.
Never.
So this is a little bit controversial. It's it's one on Dorgu.
Oh yes, this is a brilliant tackle. know why the defender, Stu needs a Snickers, yeah. I don't know why the defender actually, the referee gave a pen. He mustn't have been able to see the tackle. It was a brilliant tackle.
He gave a pen right away. And
he did.
The controversial part of this is what happened afterwards, because we all saw Dorgu go to the referee
and say no pen. Yeah.
Is it sportsmanlike to do something like that, or do we just realize that VAR are checking anyway? So you might as well just.
But I mean, that's the best position picture anyway, isn't it? He's got the ball. You can see he's won the ball even before he's touched Dorgu.
Yeah,
it's just a great tackle, really good tackle. He had to time it right as well. No wonder he was distraught when he got up.
So what are the VAR or VAR room? What are the devilish tacticals saying on this, guys?
They are saying bath time's in. Hold on, I don't know if there's a discussion going on. Yes, Trev's getting grief from Genghis. Trev Rasmus gave an assist, give him some credit. Let's have a look. Bath time's in the house. Big up bath time.
Big up. Madhouse comes in and say, would Keane have told the ref it wasn't a penalty?
Oh no. Trevor Wade.
By the way, it was still 2-1 at that point.
It was, yeah. Trevor Wade, Højlund situation isn't that bad. I don't remember a United strike having the worst spell in front of goal. Boxing Straight Talk says Højlund situation is bad, isn't it? He doesn't remember a striker. That is true. Bath time. Are we all worried about Dorgu not being able to strike a football properly? That's a good question, that. Stu needs a Snickers. I love a Snickers, Yola Molmy. Actually, I had one of the peanut butter Snickers about 3 hours ago. It was delicious. J United comes in with belly on. He whistled more than a raver in 1990s at the end of tonight. That's true. The ref was at it a lot, wasn't he? I'm not worried about Dorgu. I'm excited. Judge him next season. Madhouse. Sorry, you'd already covered that one, hadn't you, Jarvis? What else have we got? Sydney's in. Sydney, good evening to you too. Thank you very much. Trev, what's wrong with tights when you wear a mankini, Stu? Yes. It's like somebody with a ponytail, Trev. It's red rag to a bull to me, that one.
But Stu, I haven't seen this from Dorgu or any players, to be fair.
Yeah.
Going to the referee after, and the referee points to the penalty spot, and you go to the referee like this.
Bath time may just be able to correct me on this one, because I know he's in the chat. But I seem to remember Paolo Di Canio doing something similar.
Canio.
But I don't know if it was a penalty or if it was a free kick. But maybe bath time. There you go. Di Canio. Yeah. I did think it was Di Canio. So, yeah. I know Di Canio definitely had done something. I don't know if it was a penalty though. So, but no, I understand. It was. I don't know whether Amorim would have appreciated it, but I think Keane probably would have had words with him after, as he was ducking his head into the bath. You don't do that again. Not at Old Trafford. So I don't know.
Stu, would you have done it?
Oh, no fucking chance. I would take the penalty. Of course I would. I'm terrible. I even cheat on a Wednesday night when I'm playing with my mates. I'm terrible. I have to win. I've got to win. So no chance. I'd mean, come on, Brett. What's going on here? And then I would have consoled him as we walked off the pitch after the final whistle. Yeah, it's not great. I don't think it's a good look. Some people will like it. A lot of people won't. I don't think it's a good look. Personally, that's just me.
Yeah. Okay. So what's left is the 2 goals. The first one is the Bruno goal. Now we are down to 10 men. They are down to 10 men, and they are pushing for the equalizer.
Beautiful strike.
10 men.
Beautiful strike.
Yeah. But I like this is almost old-fashioned Man United counter-attacking.
Beautiful strike. Yeah.
So we see win the ball. Dallo is receiving the ball.
It's a brilliant finish, though.
But
they showed it didn't from inside.
What do you think of Garnacho's decision making in this instance? Because
brilliant. It was the only thing
Bruno is coming.
Yeah. So you're wondering probably why he didn't go for the overhead pass to Højlund.
I don't know, but maybe like here, for example.
I think
the natural way is just to pass it like here for Højlund to receive it.
It is. Do you know what? I think it's actually the intuition we've been desperately asking for from Garnacho. We've been asking to be a bit more intuitive, haven't we, on the football? Use your intelligence more, and I think today he has.
But you have one guy here. You see Bruno in the picture here. I think Bruno is probably shouting his long stuff.
I was about to say Bruno's giving him instructions as well at the same time. Rasmus at that point was onside. But I don't think there's a pass on there at that particular point. You've got to try and curve it on the outside of your foot to get it between the two for Rasmus to come in on the diagonal to get it. And I think that's a massively difficult execution.
Yeah. Yeah, but I agree with you what you're saying, and I think he made the right decision. I'm not saying he should have done otherwise, but
no. But you're looking at other options.
I'm surprised actually that Garnacho made the right decision in this instance. That it didn't go.
Yeah, because normally he would have made the wrong decision. I agree with you. I think you're absolutely onto it there. He would have made the wrong decision. He would have gone for the first time ball.
Because you see here, in this instance, Stu, look at the defender. He makes a choice what to do. He's not backing anymore. So he goes in for Garnacho.
Yeah, so he's forgetting Højlund.
And that's right. Like the minute when the pass should come. Here.
Yeah. But that run across from Bruno was brilliant. I mean, that opened everything up, didn't it? It was just a brilliant strike anyway. But watch Bruno come across from where he started. He did the curvature run you talk about a lot. It's a fabulous ball.
It is.
Brilliant ball. It was just really, really good play from Garnacho all round, really. Højlund busting a gut to get in as well.
And even Højlund is here if Bruno were supposed to do.
Not this time, though.
Yeah.
Not when you're in the crosshairs of a hat-trick, Jarvis. No chance. When you're in the crosshairs of a hat-trick. Thank you very much. I'm taking the ball home, son. Now, this is the goal, the Dallo goal.
Yeah, but I'm removing it. I'm not doing it.
Oh, you're not doing the Dallo goal?
No. There's something there that shouldn't be there. So.
Oh, okay. But no, look, I think ultimately, everybody, we've got to look at tonight as a really, really solid performance and a massive improvement, probably the biggest improvement we've seen since Amorim has joined the club. And there's a lot of positives out there today. Højlund was a positive, Casemiro was a positive, Bruno was a positive, Dorgu was a positive, Heaven was a positive. We've got positives now, and I think that's probably the side Jarvis to play Sunday. Would you not agree?
Well, to be honest, Sunday doesn't matter anymore. It's all Europa League.
No, I know. I'd like us to start climbing the league, though. For us to win the Europa League, Jarvis, we've got to now take this momentum into league games. We've got to. Halftime's biggest complaint is a fireworks show. Yeah, let the fans make the. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Danny P says it'd be nice to start the game on the front foot Sunday. Who we got Sunday, by the way, Jarvis?
We have
we're away
game against Leicester.
Yes, we're away, aren't we, to Leicester? That's it. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Bath time. I think let's finish the season with a positive goal difference, but we need to keep this going now if we're going to win the Europa League. We've got to do this in the league as well now. That's it. You set the bar now. You set the standard, and you've got to go. Jordan's in the house.
Big up, Jordan. Big up,
Jordan. Yala Mamina, I want to end up in the top half of the table. Yeah, certainly agree. Rashmano saying our play was a lot quicker tonight, which is good. And Boxing Straight Talk comes in. We've got to beat Leicester. Yeah, come on. I totally agree. Trevor Wade still going in on Højlund. You're consistent, Trev. I'll give you that, pal. Positive goal difference with Højlund is a negative.
Well, I don't have any more clips. Sorry, I can't show you the Dallo goal, but it was a good goal.
It was a brilliant finish. I was quite surprised to see it hit the roof of the net, Jarvis, my old mate, if I'm being honest with you.
I don't know. Should we do some questions? Anyone? Do you have anything?
I don't think we've gone through.
Because it's hard to give you a tactical.
Oh, here's one question.
Okay.
Yalamadine says after the analysis, what do we think of the new stadium? Wait until the match has been analysed.
I love the new stadium in a way. We need a new place, but maybe it's a little bit over the top. With the three spears and all that. But I'm not an architect, so who am I to say it's not good? But it's 100,000 Ks, 100K seaters. So yeah, it will be good. But I will miss Old Trafford. That's the realization that now you're getting a new stadium. Old Trafford will be torn down. So for me, I'm what do you call ambivalent of everything.
Ambivalence, yeah.
How do you feel, Stu?
Well, it's really hard for me, but then again, I'm quite fortunate because I saw the original Old Trafford morph into the current Old Trafford. So the original Old Trafford is nothing like the current Old Trafford is. So I've seen that morph already, that metamorphosis.
With the steel bars,
I've seen that. If you look back in your pictures, guys, the old Wonder Fuel gas banners and things of that nature. So we've gone from that to Old Trafford as it is today. With a circular, an oval shape at the time before the other tiers were put on and not all the corners were filled in. So I've seen that metamorphosis. I understand that to move on and compete, you have to have this type of stadium. Do you have to have that type of architecture? I don't know. I mean, I'm not an architect either. I'm with you, Jarvis, on that. I understand that it's hugely ecological, eco-sensitive in terms of keeping rain out and heat because of this web. Whatever this webbing is a futuristic material. But people were saying that we should have done potentially what Liverpool have did and Dunnans. But that was a redevelopment phase for Liverpool, wasn't it? We can't redevelop Old Trafford. The cost of redeveloping it, didn't they say, was half of what a new stadium was going to cost? So I think for fans of my age, we've already kind of seen that change from the old to the original Old Trafford to Old Trafford, what we know today.
Yeah.
I'm not struggling with it, and I think it'll be an absolutely marvelous stadium when it's built. Probably the best stadium in the world when it's built. If they can do it in 5 years, then absolutely brilliant. One thing's for sure, I believe they'll go for naming rights. They're not going to call it Old Trafford, and it won't be called New Trafford. They could call it Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United, if they wanted to. I don't know. But I don't think they'll.
You know how much we can get from naming rights?
Oh, probably 100 million
100
a year.
million a season, maybe. So it's a
Yeah.
billion over 10 years.
Yeah, so, Nas comes in and says, change is never easy. Let's hope it's not a soulless stadium. I agree. If it gets built within 5 years, which they hope it can be done, we could be in there by, at the latest, 2032. It's very, very difficult to swallow, but also I think we're desperately in need of it, Jarvis. Everybody's done it. The Santiago Bernabeu is no longer what people recognise. The Santiago Bernabeu. The new camp is no longer what people recognise as the new camp. Arsenal, they had to move to the Emirates. Nothing like Highbury. No. West Ham moved into the London Stadium. And as much as Manchester brethren will know that City moving from the old main road, the Kipak stand was, it was their Stretford end. Kipaks is where they all went, and they've embraced it. I just think we have to embrace it, Jarvis. Do I like the look of it? I don't know. I don't know if I like the look of it. But I can see the need for it. That's probably. I'm sitting on the fence here, aren't I? I guess I don't know. But like I say, the only from a comfort I can say is I've watched Manchester United and I've watched the stadium evolve since I've been supporting the club in the 70s. And the stadium today was nothing like it was in the 70s. But, Jarvis, it didn't move. It was built in and around Old Trafford. This is going to be something different. So
it's true. It's true. Stu, we are at the end of the show. I think we have had a lot of great people tuning in.
Yes.
Rashmano, I hope it's okay that I'm sharing the video you sent me of the atmosphere before the game. I just want to share it with you guys. Rashmano sent this to me. So, and I just want to say this comment is going to be called the Rasmus Højlund Arena. Well, we're not there yet, although we had a good game today.
Yes,
but this is on the atmosphere of. Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. My lad was there. He said it was fucking phenomenal.
The atmosphere today was brilliant. And I could hear all game people screaming Glazers out and we won't Glazers out. And
so Johnny K's put a let me see if I can find it. Here you go. This is Johnny K's Johnny Case says, also think to myself, the fact the Glazers didn't say anything about the new stadium, no quote or anything, could that be a sign? I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. They do say, though, don't they? Andy Burnham has come out. The Mayor of Manchester has said absolutely zero government money is going into the building of the stadium. And I don't know if you all saw the Omar Barada interview before the game tonight, which I'm sure you all have on TNT. He said they're exploring all options in terms of funding it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the first time. That's quite interesting to see Barada actually take a live interview.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen it. I've been.
It's a live interview on TNT. Yeah.
Okay. I will have a look.
Have a look.
Yeah. I think we just got to wrap it up. Yeah, now we are 1 hour 36. We were supposed to go 1 hour 15, so we're 20 minutes over time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a brilliant show. We won the game for 4-1, 5-2 on aggregate, and now to the quarterfinals. Last
5-2.
Yeah. So yeah. So it will be interesting, and now at least we have something to fight for. The season will at least last till the end of April. I think we have first it will be the quarterfinals, and if we go through, we have the semifinals. I think it's a week after, so it goes.
It's very quickly now. It's very quick. I mean, we're middle of March, so we got to be pushing up. Just in the UK, by the way, it's the first cup competition this weekend between the Scum and Newcastle for the Carabao Cup. That'll be interesting. I don't know what time we play, but we'll be back Sunday for the review. I don't know whether we'll have time to do a preview. We'll have to get together, won't we, Jarvis?
Tomorrow I'm super busy, and I am an early start too. So I don't think I will be able to do anything tomorrow, and the game's to Sunday. So maybe Saturday evening. Maybe Saturday. Try to go a little bit earlier on Saturday.
Keep your eyes peeled, and we'll be back obviously Monday for Jarvis Corner.
Sunday match reaction.
Match reaction. Then Monday for Jarvis. Jarvis Corner.
It's so simple, guys, girls. You can just smash that bell and put all notifications on, and you'll
know us. You'll see us.
Super easy. And by the way, Rosmano comes in. No, Jay comes in and say, "Great stream, Jarvis and Stu. 3 subs away from 620." So we gained a couple of new subs tonight. That's brilliant. Let me check. Yes, we have 617 subs. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And smash the like. We are on 60 likes. And I just want to go through the poll for man of the match, and we can end with the man of the match. And it's 43 votes. Man of the match is officially Bruno with 49%. And second place, Zirkzee. Third place was Dorgu, 14%. And last out was Casemiro.
That's my man Keenan stretched over the stadium. You're DJ Superfly guy. You're absolutely right. Trev owes me a new one, by the way. I hope it's in the post, Trev. I hope it's in the post.
That was great comment, DJ Superfly. And Boxing Straight, get this channel sub. Come on, Reds. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So, let's just wrap up the show. It's been a brilliant show. Yes. Thank you, Yala, Jay, GD Superfly, Trevor. We have a couple of questions we didn't ask, but we didn't answer. But I feel that we don't have the time. And it was a good show. So everybody, thank you for contributing. Thank you, Rosmano, for the 10 memberships. And guys, if you want to become a member, do as Jay did in the beginning of the show, and be a member. And now, if you see Jay, he has a white devil in front of his name because he's a long time subscriber. So it's your chance. And thank you everybody for helping out, and you're a great community, and I really appreciate you, for everybody of you tuning in and supporting me and Stu and
thank you.
In our task of creating a home for Man United fans who are into tactics and tactical breakdowns. So it is what it is, but thank you, everybody, and we will see you all on the next one. And guys,
smash that like, please.
Smash that like, and after the show, leave a comment. Tell me tell me who do you think was the man of the match?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I want to hear. Because personally, I think Dorgu had a brilliant game, and maybe
I think it was Dorgu for me.
Maybe he was the man of the match. But now when I saw the highlights, well, maybe it's Bruno. So yeah. And I have to pay Stu some more Snickers.
Oh yes, I do like the Snickers. especially the peanut one, the peanut butter ones. Peanut butter ones. Thank you, guys.
Everybody, have a good night. We will see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.